Do you have an eye for detail? Are you strong enough to handle heavy tools and parts? Are you also creative and enjoy doing precision tasks? Do you love to work on vehicles to make them look brand new? If all this lines up, then you have the right parts. To be an auto body technician, auto body technicians repair and replace damaged motor vehicle structures and body parts and apply exterior and interior components and finishes. In Alberta, their duties and responsibilities can vary in different branches of the trade. To help us get a fix on this career, we talked with an auto body technician working here in Alberta.
Hi, I'm Candice, and I'm an auto body technician. Auto body technician is responsible for repairing the body of an automobile and returning it to pre-accident condition after a collision. In Alberta, the auto body trade is broken into 4 different areas. A prepper would be responsible for masking, priming, blocking, and doing a final prep for paint. The second one would be a refinisher. A refinisher would be responsible for matching the color, tinting, applying sealers, base coats and clear coats, and sometimes polishing. The third is someone who's focused solely on being a repairer. The repairer is responsible for most of the collision repair, the pulling, the straightening, panel replacement, and then the fourth would be a technician who does everything from start to finish. I work in a collision repair shop. Another place an auto body technician could work would be a car dealership. There's custom shops and there's fleet shops for companies.
So that's gonna get tired.
A typical day for me starts with planning with our production manager and organizing our day based on the vehicles coming in and the vehicles leaving. Depending on the workload, I will perform panel replacement and repair panels. A majority of my work is prepping, masking, and painting. For me, my work environment includes mostly working alone, but also having to coordinate and have good relationships with the other technicians in my shop. I think some important skills to have in the trade are definitely creativity. You kind of have to think on your feet a lot and do a lot of figuring for color matching or just planning a repair. Patience, because if you start to rush things will go wrong. You also should have a strong attention to detail, and that's very important because this is very detail-oriented work. Physical fitness is pretty important. There's a lot of crouching and bending down and heavy lifting and running around sometimes. And having a good eye for color, especially if you're wanting to focus more on the refinishing. The tools I use the most are my spray guns, air ratchets, regular ratchets, a full socket set, wrenches, pry tools, screwdrivers, and interior trim clip tools. In Alberta, to be an auto body technician, you need to either have studied a pre-employment course or be a registered apprentice. You could also be an Alberta certified journey person or someone who holds a recognized trade certificate. To be a prepper or a refinisher, you will need 2 years of apprenticeship, and to be a repairer, 3 years, and to be a technician, 4. High school students can earn credit towards their apprenticeship through the Registered Apprenticeship Program. Advancement opportunities include supervisory roles such as management and production management, estimating, opportunities to work with insurance companies, and there's also lots of opportunity to open and own your own business. If I were to have any advice for someone who's thinking of becoming an auto body technician, it would be to really study hard and take in as much information as you can. Your job's a lot easier when you listen and understand what you're doing. To me, the most satisfying aspect of my work is the finished product and seeing it go out the door and seeing a happy customer leaving.
If you want to be a good auto body technician, you need creativity, patience, and an eye for detail. You'll also need to stay current on the latest developments in areas like electronics, plastics, metals, finishes, and paints. A focus on safety and good customer service skills puts you in the driver's seat to make a dent in this rewarding career. Hammer out more details of this occupation, including training requirements and salary ranges in the occupational profile on the ALICE website. While you're there, inspect some related occupations, including automotive service technician and glazier. Explore the possibilities. Go to alice.alberta.ca.